Hello, my name is Braden, and today I'll be talking about my theories and expectations for Better Call Saul Season 6, Episode 11, entitled Breaking Bad. Truth be told, the last theory video I did pretty poorly because I assumed that the last episode was going to be a Breaking Bad timeline episode. So a lot of my theories were completely off base because I was not expecting a Gene episode. Truth be told, I don't have too many new theories because after where last episode left off, I really think that the direction the series is heading is too unpredictable. So I do want to first get into some of the previous theories I had from the Nippy video and sort of see if they still hold up or see if my feelings on those theories have changed. One of my theories in the Nippy video is that I think Kim will appear in the Breaking Bad timeline, and I still think that's going to be true. I'm not really sure how much Breaking Bad timeline stuff we're going to get, but I just think it's too good of an opportunity to have Kim interact with Breaking Bad era Saul Goodman for the writers to pass up, and I think that if they do interact, it will be really tragic to see as a viewer. Another theory I had was that the mask of Saul Goodman would slip in the Breaking Bad timeline and we get to see a glimpse of Jimmy. And I still think that theory holds true, especially if we do get to see Kim in that timeline. Another theory that I had was that maybe Saul Goodman played a bigger role in convincing Mike and Gus to work with Walt and Jesse. And I sort of feel less confident on that theory right now, just because after sitting and reflecting on 609, I really think that they did set up Mike and Gus's potential last scene there. I'm not necessarily positive that will be their last scene, but it did seem like if that was where they were to leave off with Gus and Mike, that those would be good send-off points. So now I want to get into some new theories. I definitely think Marion and Jeff are going to be the downfall, so to speak, of Gene, but the question I really have is how? After reflecting on the episode of Nippy a little bit, I realized that Gene's master plan had one fatal flaw, in that he used his name, Gene, when interacting with Marion. In past scams, he would use the name like Victor, and that way the victims of the scam didn't have a true name to put to the face. But Saul's been living under the identity of Gene, so really the name Gene belongs to his face in that community. So I think that if Gene had used a different name, Marion would be less attached. He could really just get away from that scam scot-free, no consequences. But I think because he really gave her his identity in that community, that gives her a better reason to still be a part of the story going forward. And I think it's pretty clear that she has developed a fondness of Gene, and that's not going to be the last we see of Marion. Now I want to look ahead and talk about theories regarding the ending of the series, and particularly I want to talk about two theories that are pretty popular that I've seen regarding how the series will end. The first theory I want to talk about is the theory that Gene will end up going to prison. To me, this was always the likeliest ending because, spoilers for Breaking Bad and El Camino, Walt dies and Jesse gets away. So it would sort of be the perfect trifecta if one person died, one person got away, and one person ended up in jail. Furthermore, while prison sounds like a bad thing to pretty much all of us, I sort of think that Saul Goodman in prison would almost be like a man of the people in that environment, and I think he would actually thrive in that environment. But the question I'm left asking myself is that too predictable of an ending? Like, for me, that has been the ending that I've imagined for a couple of years now, and I feel like this show is just too good at subverting expectations for that to be the ending. With that said, there are things in this show that happen that are expected or predictable, but the way that they subvert expectations is that the journey isn't quite what viewers expect it to be. So maybe he does end up in prison, but just the journey that it takes to get there that will be unexpected. Another theory that I see is that Gene will be reunited with Kim and that it will be a happy ending. Though I feel very certain that we will get a reunion between Gene and Kim, I also feel very certain that they will not end up getting back together and there will not be a happy ending between the two of them because the breakup in 609 just seemed too definitive. I think at that point Kim was certain that their relationship would not work out and it would never work out, and that them together is just ultimately a bad thing for other people. And I think Kim, when she decided to leave, I think that was that, and it will never happen again. So those are my theories and expectations for this episode, but really also for the current outset of the series. After Nippy, it sort of seemed like the series could go anywhere, so there wasn't a lot to really work with, but I'm sure after this next episode, I'll be able to have more theories and expectations to bring you guys. So please like, subscribe, and comment on the video if you enjoyed this content, and yeah, I'll be back after this episode to review it and give my thoughts. Thanks for watching.